Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel Gems of Knowledge. So as you all know, KSEB has updated with its model paper 1 which is based on the science, maths and social paper. So as you can see on the screen, I am here with the KSEB board paper which is model paper of 2021. Okay, for the multiple choice questions which they have promised us. So I'm here with that question paper, and in my today's video we'll try to solve this question paper. So before starting my video, make sure to subscribe to my channel and also click on the bell button to get the notification as soon as I post my new videos. Okay, so as you can see here, the model paper is based on 40 marks each question paper. Okay, so the first part here they have given is of mathematics, and we are going to solve the science paper today. And so let us go to the science question paper here. Okay, so here they have given you the science question paper. As you can see here, okay, 4 choices has been given and you have to solve the exact answer to it. Okay, so the science part starts from the question number 41 here. Okay, so you can see the first question is, you can see they have given the question paper in both the languages. Even the Kannada medium students as well as the English medium students will be able to solve this question paper. Okay, so let us see the first question here. Okay, so here the first question is a device used to change the resistance in an electric circuit. Okay, so basically 4 options have been given here. First is ammeter, rheostat, galvanometer and voltmeter. So you all know that ammeter as well as galvanometer are the device which is used in the electric current, which is used to measure the electric current. Okay, so voltmeter is the device which is used in the measurement of voltage, and the remaining one is the answer, that is rheostat. It is used to change the resistance in a electric current. Basically rheostat is nothing but the variable resistance which is provided into this electric circuit. Okay, so the correct answer is here B1. Okay, next, coming to second question. In Fleming's left hand rule, middle finger indicates the direction of. Okay, so they have asked us what is the middle finger indicates in Fleming's left hand rule. Okay, so here the middle finger indicates the electric current. You should always know that the magnetic field is indicated by the forefinger, whereas the movement of the conductor is shown by the thumb, and the electric current is shown by the middle finger. Okay, so here the correct option is C1. Okay, next, coming to the third question. A doctor prescribes a corrective lens of power minus 0.5D to a person. The focal length of lens and the type is. So let us quickly solve this question here. Let us see what is given in the question. First, it is given as power. Power is given here, that is P is equals to minus 0.5D, and they have told us to find the focal length here. Okay, so F is equals to question mark. Then let us write the formula for that. So we are having the formula of power as P is equals to 1 by F. Okay, so if we take this F to this side and this P here, we will get F is equals to 1 by P. Okay, so let us substitute here. F is equals to 1 divided by P value we have already in the question, that is minus 0.5D. So let us substitute here minus 0.5D. Okay, so this 0.5 can be written as 1 by 2. Okay, so when we take this 2 to upper side, it will become 2 meter. Okay, so the minus will remain as it is. Okay, so negative sign indicates the lens is concave. Okay, so here the answer is, it is minus 2 meter and the lens is concave. Okay, next question you can see here, 44th one. The nature and the size of image formed when the object is kept between the principal focus f1 and optic center O of a convex lens is. So I'll insert a picture if it is possible here. So you can see into this picture, when the object is kept between F1 and O, what is the nature of that object? Okay, when we are getting the image, what will be the nature and size of that object? So here the answer is virtual, erect and enlarged. So you can see into the image, we are getting the virtual image, it is erect and it is enlarged image. We get the enlarged image here. Okay, so next moving to the fifth question. The potential difference between the terminals of electric heater is 60 volt when it draws a current of 4 ampere from the source. The resistance of electric heater coil is. So let us quickly solve this question here. So here basically what has been given, you can see the solution here. V is given, potential difference is given, that is 60 volt. Okay, I is given, current is given, that is 4 ampere, and we have to find the resistance. Okay, so here the formula used is the Ohm's law. Okay, so you can see here V is equals to IR. So what is the value of V? It is nothing but 60 volt. We have substituted, I value we have substituted, and this is R. Okay, so it will become R is equals to this 4A will be when it comes to this side, it will become divided by. So 60 by 4, we are getting the answer as 15 ohms. So this is nothing but the resistance of the electric heater coil. Okay, next moving to the next question, sixth one question. The diameter of the circular outline of a spherical lens is. Okay, so we have to tell what is the diameter of the circular outline of the spherical lens. Okay, so what is the outline of that spherical lens is known as. It is nothing but known as aperture. Okay, it has been given as aperture or aperture. It is one and the same. Okay, the correct answer here is aperture. Okay, optic center is nothing but the center point of that lens, as well as center of curvature. Center of curvature is the point which is exactly at the center of the aperture, and whereas principal axis is nothing but a line which is passing from the center of the curvature or aperture, we can say. Okay, so basically here the answer is aperture. So next one, the inner wall of the solar cooker is painted black because. So why the solar cooker is painted black from inside? The first option here is reflects light, absorbs more heat, prevents from rusting, or converges solar radiation. So here the correct answer is absorbs more heat. So because the black color will absorb more radiations of the sun. So as the more radiations are absorbed, the more heat will be produced. Okay, so next one, the function of electric generator is. So what is the function of electric generator? What it does, it basically gives us the electrical energy. It basically gives us the current. Okay, so according to that, what is the correct option? First one, reverses the direction of the current. No, this is not the correct one. Then converts electrical energy into mechanical energy. Whether it is using electrical energy to convert into mechanical energy? No. So detects the presence of electric current in the circuit. No, this is not the condition. But the last condition, converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. So this is the correct option, because generator is the thing which is helping us when there is no power. It gives us electrical energy, it gives us electricity. Okay, so the correct option here is fourth one, D1, converts mechanical energy into electrical energy. Okay, next, the resistance of a conductor does not depend on. So there are three conditions on which the resistance of a conductor depends. So the first one is length, second one is area of cross section, and the third one is nature, and if possible the fourth case we can say as temperature. Okay, so basically the length, area and nature have been given, and the fourth option, that is C1, magnetic nature, it does not depend on the resistance of any of the conductor. Okay, so as you can see, the next question, 50th one. So let us continue with the 50th one question. DC generator works on the principle of. Okay, DC generator is nothing but it is electrical generator only. So what is the principle behind the working of the generator? The principle here is nothing but the electromagnetic induction. Okay, so it basically works on the principle of electromagnetic induction. So here the option A is the correct one. Okay, next, 51. So watt is an SI unit of. So we have to identify of which quantity the SI unit is watt. So we all know that electric power. Okay, so watt is the SI unit for your electric power. So the D1 is the correct answer. Next you can see 52.1. Observe the given table. So here one table has been given. Okay, material K, L, M and N has been given and its resistivity have been given. So you can see that below question has been given. Good conductor of electricity among this material is. So option have been given K, L, M and N. So we have to identify which among the following is the good conductor in this. Okay, so for good conductors, you know that what is resistivity? Resistivity is opposition to the current. Okay, the thing which opposes the current is nothing but the resistivity. Okay, and what is good conductor of electricity? Good conductor of electricity is something which allows the passage of electric current very easily. Okay, so basically the material which is having less resistivity will be the good conductor of electricity. So here according to the table, material L is having less resistivity, that is 1.62 into 10 to the power of minus 8. So here the correct option will be B1, which is containing L material. So L material is having the less resistivity. Since it is having less resistivity, less opposition to current, the current will more easily flow into the circuit. So it is a good conductor of electricity. That material is good conductor of electricity. Okay, then moving to the next question, 53. One of the properties of biogas. So basically four options have been given here and we have to find out which is the property of the biogas among this. Okay, so the first property, its heating capacity is high. Yes, obviously the biogas, its heating capacity will be always high. Okay, B1, leaves residues like ash. No, it does not leave any residues like ash. Okay, then it burns with smoke. No, it does not burns with smoke. Its heating capacity is low. No, its heating capacity is very high. So the correct option here is its heating capacity is high, that is A1. A option is the correct option here. Okay, next. The object distance and image distance of a lens are minus 60 centimeter and minus 20 centimeter respectively. Then the magnification of the lens will be. Okay, so here the question is asked about the magnification. So let us solve this question here. You can see U is given, that is minus 60 centimeter, and V is given. V is nothing but the image distance, that is minus 20 centimeter, and they have told us to find the magnification of the lens. So according to the magnification formula, we are having M is equals to minus V by U. Okay, so here minus will be as it is and V is minus 20 centimeter and here U is minus 60 centimeter. Okay, centimeter and centimeter will cancel each other. So here we will get 20 ones are 20 and 23s are 60. This minus and this minus will cancel each other. What is remaining is only this minus. So we are getting minus 1 by 3. So when we divide this 1 by 3, we are going to get minus 0.33. There is no centimeter here because both the centimeters have been cancelled. There is magnification does not contains any unit. Okay, so the answer here is minus 0.33. Okay, next moving to the 55th one question here. The process used to convert metal carbonate ores into their oxides is. So here basically four options have been given: roasting, reduction, electrolysis and calcination. So the process which is used to convert metal carbonates, okay, so metal carbonates ore into oxides is nothing but calcination. So here D option will be the right option. Okay, so next one, the correct group of saturated hydrocarbon. What do you mean by saturated hydrocarbon? Saturated hydrocarbons are nothing but the hydrocarbons which contains only one bond between the carbon-carbon atom. Okay, so those are nothing but known as the saturated hydrocarbon. So let us quickly see how to write this saturated hydrocarbon. I'll show you here. So here the question is asked, the correct group of saturated hydrocarbon. So I have already told you what is the definition of saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, and hydrocarbon which contains only one bond is nothing but the saturated hydrocarbon. So we have to draw the structural formula of this thing, and we have to check which among this group is the is containing the saturated hydrocarbon. So let us first take this one, A1, that is CH4. Okay, so how can you draw the structural formula here? C can be written as like this and 4H. Okay, so here everywhere it contains single bond, so this is saturated. Okay, next we can see C2H4. Okay, next one is in that B1, C2H4. C2 means here 2 carbon atoms will get. Okay, H is 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, if we write it like this, you can see the carbon, this carbon is containing only 3 bonds, whereas carbon has 4 bonds. Similarly here, this carbon will also have 3 bonds. You know that carbon should have 4 bonds. So it means this case is not possible. Okay, next we'll come to this case, that is B1. In the B1, C2H6 is given. Okay, let us substitute. C is 2 times and H is 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So when we substitute H here everywhere, it is balanced. Okay, the carbon 4 bonds are balanced, and even this is balanced. So this is a saturated hydrocarbon. Whereas we can see for the next one, C3H8 is given. Okay, it means C must be 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Okay, H must be 8 times. So this carbon must have 4 bonds, whereas this carbon is having already 2 bonds. It needs again 2 bonds, and here it has 1 bond and it needs 3 more bonds. So count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so this is also possible and this is also possible. Now let us check for this one, C4H10. Okay, when C is 4 times, 1, 2, 3, 4 times, so it needs, okay, let us count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is also a saturated hydrocarbon. Okay, saturated hydrocarbon in the sense it is here everywhere you can see only 1 bond is there. Okay, since if it contains, in this case what happens is, okay, this is the case, C2H4. This bond will not be there. C2, there will be double bond and H will be like this. Now the carbon bonds has been satisfied. So this is nothing but unsaturated hydrocarbon, that is ethene. This is ethene. This is unsaturated hydrocarbon. Okay, where here double bond is present, but in this case there is nowhere double bonds present. Okay, so the correct answer here is this B1, C2H6, C3H8 and C4H10. Okay. Okay, then moving to the next question, 57. The atomic number of an element X is 11 and the atomic number of Y is 17. Then the type of bond formed between these two elements. So here atomic number which is 11, it is nothing but sodium. Na is having the atomic number 11 and atomic number 17 is nothing but chlorine. Okay, so there is the bond formation between NaCl. So which type of bond is formed between this NaCl? So here the answer is ionic bond, because the NaCl molecule is formed by the transfer of electron from Na to Cl. So the transfer of electron is the definition for the ionic bond. Okay, next you can see 58. As the pH value of this solution decreases, what happens? Okay, so the conditions they have given, number of OH minus ions decreases, number of H plus ions increases, number of H plus ions decreases, equal number of OH minus and H plus ion. So as the pH value decreases, okay, so when the pH value decreases like 3, 2, 1, it means the solution is going to be more acidic. Okay, so acidic means here H plus ions will be increased. So the correct option here is number of H plus ions increases, this B1. Okay, So next question is the functional group which is present in the carbon compound. Okay, so here one carbon compound has been given and we have to identify which is the functional group which is present here. So you can see here one functional group is present, that is C double bond O and OH. So this is nothing but COOH bond. It is the bond of carboxylic acid. Okay, so here the functional group is carboxylic acid, whereas alcohol we get the bond OH. Okay, and aldehyde we get CHO bond, and ketone we get C double bond O. So here it has been given C double bond O is also present and OH is also present. So this is nothing but carboxylic acid bond. Okay, COOH. Next, moving to the 60th number, the atomic number of an element is 20. In the modern periodic table, this element belongs to the period. So 20 is nothing but the atomic number of calcium. So we have to identify in which period does this 20 belongs to. So here the correct answer is 4. So 20 is placed in the 4th period. Okay. Next, 61. The number of single bond present in the structure of cyclohexane molecule. So I'll quickly show you the structure of cyclohexane molecule here. You can see here. So let us write cyclohexane. Hexane means it contains how many carbon atoms? It contains 6 carbon atoms. Okay. So we will write 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, why I have written in this form? Because it is cyclohexane. Okay, so hexane is given, it means everywhere single bond is present. Okay, then see, since this carbon atom is having already with 2 bonds, so let us write 2 more bonds here. Okay, this carbon atom is having already 2 bonds, again 2 bonds we are going to add. Here also we are going to add 2 bonds, here also 2 bonds, here 2 bonds, and here 2 bonds. So everywhere for this 2 bonds hydrogen is going to be attached. Okay, now after attaching the hydrogen, what we have to do is we have to count the single bonds which are present here. So you can see already, see this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, then 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So how many bonds are present? Here 18 bonds are present. So the correct answer is 18. Okay, so next question you can see 62. In modern periodic table, as we move down the group, the atomic size of the element. So what will be the atomic size of the element when we move down the group? So here the answer is the atomic size will increase. Okay, so the C1 option will be correct here. Atomic size increases as we go down the group. Okay, next question you can see. So the question here is, observe the following chemical reaction. So here 2 chemical reactions have been given. That is, first one is Fa plus CuSO4 will give FeSO4 plus Cu, and the second one is Zn plus FeSO4 will give rise to ZnSO4 plus Fe. So the decreasing order of reactivity of metal in the above reaction is. So by the reaction itself, by this 2 reaction itself, we can identify what is the decreasing order of the reactivity of metals here. Okay, so you can see in the first reaction here, Fe displaces the copper ions here. It means Fe is having the high reactivity than the copper. You must note one point here. When it is the metal with high reactivity, it can displace the metal with its low reactivity. Okay, high reactivity metal can displace a low reactivity metal. You can see here Fe is displacing the copper ions from CuSO4 and it will become FeSO4. It means copper is the lowest metal, then Fe is the highest metal. Okay, then in the below reaction you can see Zn plus FeSO4 will give rise to ZnSO4 plus Fe. So it means here Zn is displacing the Fe, iron. Zinc is displacing the iron. So it means zinc is more reactive metal than the iron. So here the correct option will be A1. So basically zinc is higher reactivity than Fe. Then Fe then Fe is highly reactive than the copper. So the first one option will be correct. That is Zn is greater than Fe, again which is greater than Cu. Okay, next moving to 64. The gas liberated when the dilute sulfuric acid react with zinc granules. Okay, so here option has been given: sulfur dioxide, carbon dioxide, nitrogen and hydrogen. Okay, so this is from diagrammatic part from your acid basis chapter. So when the sulfuric acid, when it's react with zinc granule, the hydrogen gas will be collected into the test tube. Okay, so that is what you have to answer here, the D1, that is hydrogen. Okay, next 65. NaOH plus HCl will give rise to NaCl plus H2O. This chemical reaction is an example for, you have to write down what is this chemical reaction, which is this chemical reaction. So NaOH is nothing but base, whereas HCl is nothing but acid. When you mix both of the acid as well as base, you get nothing but NaCl, that is salt. Okay, so basically this reaction is nothing but known as neutralization reaction. When you mixed acid and base to get salt and water is nothing but your neutralization reaction. Okay, so your correct option is A1, neutralization reaction. Okay, next 66. The molecular formula of benzene is, so the molecular formula of benzene is C6H6. Okay, next 67. The process that helps in the absorption of upward movement of water and minerals dissolved in it from roots to the leaves in plant. So which is the process that helps in the absorption of upward movement of water and minerals dissolved in it from roots to leaves? So which is this process? That process is nothing but called as transpiration. Okay, the transpiration is only the process where the movement of water and minerals will be absorbed in the upward movement. Okay, from its roots to the leaves. The leaves will suck all the water and minerals to its upward direction. So this process is nothing but called as transpiration. Okay, so here B1 is the correct answer, transpiration. Next 68th one. The correct pathway of oxygenated blood coming from lungs to the heart in the human body. So here the question is, what is the correct pathway, how the blood is passed among the using these three things. Okay, using these three parts we have to show how the blood will circulate. So I'll try to insert a picture over here so you can see the how the blood is passing from these things here. Okay, so pulmonary arteries, right ventricle or right atrium, pulmonary arteries. So here the correct answer is nothing but D1, that is pulmonary veins. First comes the pulmonary veins, then comes left atrium and then comes left ventricle. So I hope you can see it into the image here. Okay. So next one, 69th one. The hormone that regulates carbohydrates, protein and fat metabolisms in the human body is, particularly they are asking us the hormone which regulate all these things. Okay, metabolism into our body. It is nothing but the thyroxine hormone. It regulates the metabolism into our body. Okay, next 70th one. The mismatched pair among the following. So you have to tell which is the mismatched pair here. So the first one is adrenaline. Adrenaline is the hormone which is secreted by adrenal gland, not pituitary gland. Okay, the rest all testosterone is secreted by testis itself, insulin is secreted by pancreas itself, and thyroxine is by thyroxide gland only. Okay, whereas this is the mismatched pair here, that is adrenaline is secreted by adrenal gland, not pituitary gland. So pituitary gland secretes the growth hormone here. Okay, then 71. The part of human brain responsible for precision of voluntary action and maintaining the posture and balance of the body. So here the correct option is D1, that is cerebellum. Okay, cerebellum is the part of the brain which is responsible for all the voluntary actions and maintaining the body balance as well as posture. Okay, then 72. A pathogen that causes gonorrhea and syphilis transmitted through sexual contact. So, which is the pathogen among the following which can transmit these two diseases? Okay, so that correct answer is bacteria. So, this is a bacterial infection diseases which is sexually transmitted. Okay, then 73. The correct sequence found in the process of sexual reproduction in flower is. So, what is the correct sequence which is found in the process of this flower, sexual reproduction of this flower? So, first thing what happens in the flower is nothing but the pollination. Okay, that is the transfer of pollen from one flower to another flower or in itself. So, the first process which is taking place is pollination, and after pollination there is fertilization, there will be zygote formation, then it leads to embryo, and then finally it leads to seed formation. So here the correct option is A1, that is pollination, fertilization, embryo and seed formation. Then the part of the plant seed that grows and develops into root on germination. So I'll try to insert a picture here, you can see onto the screen. Okay, so which is the part of the plant that grows and develop into root? Okay, so that is nothing but C1, radicle. Okay, radicle will develop into the root. Okay, so the correct option here is C1, that is radicle. It will develop into the root after the process of germination. Okay, next, if a round grain seeded pea plant is crossed with a wrinkled yellow seeded plant, the seeds produced in F1 generation are. So what are the type of seeds which are present in the F1 generation if you cross two types of plants here, that is round green seeded pea plant with the wrinkled yellow seeded pea plant. Okay, so the correct option is nothing but D1, that is we will get round and yellow. The seeds which are present in F1 generation will be round and yellow here. Okay, next 76. The experiences of an individual during its lifetime cannot be passed on to its progeny because they are, okay, so the experience which an individual gets during its lifetime, it cannot be passed to its offsprings. So why they are? Okay, because of the acquired traits, because every individual will adopt to its own environment. Okay, every individual will try to adopt to the surroundings. So basically what surroundings we are getting, the progeny of ours will not get such an environment, they will get a different environment. So they will try to adapt the surroundings of their environment. So they are nothing but known as acquired traits. Okay, it will not transfer from generation to generation. Okay, next 77th, analogous organs have. Analogous, you should know, homologous means same structure. One thing you have to remember, homologous is nothing but same structure. Okay, if homologous is having the same structure, then analogous is exactly opposite to it, that means it is having different structure. Okay, different structure and same functions will be similar. So the correct option here is C1, different structure and same functions. Okay, then 78, ozone layer is formed from oxygen at the higher level of atmosphere by the action of, obviously here we are going to study about ozone layer, means nothing else works here, only the ultraviolet rays. It depends only on the ultraviolet radiation. So here the correct answer is B1, ultraviolet radiations. Moving to the next question. Okay, a product that can no more be used for the original purpose, but use it for some other useful purpose is nothing but repurpose. Okay, the answer here is repurpose. Product, when it can't be used for its original purpose and instead we are using it for the some other purpose, like for example I'll give you a plastic teacup. Okay, for example I'll give you a plastic teacup we are using, and after the use of it, what we are doing is we are planting the trees into it. So this is nothing but the repurpose what we have done with the waste products, the waste plastic material. Okay, so that is nothing but called as repurpose. Okay, Next, 18th one, that is last question here, the watershed management. So here watershed management, what it does, it increases production and income of watershed community. Yes, it can do it. It can increase the production and it can increase the income of their community. Okay, it increases drought and flood. No, by managing water we cannot increase the droughts and flood. No. Decrease the biodiversity of downstream reservoirs. No, it also does not decreases the biodiversity. Increases deforestation. No, it cannot increase the deforestation. So the correct answer will be increases production and income of watershed community. So this was about the science model paper which is given by the Karnataka State Board itself. This is the model paper, and if you are having any doubts in this, you can comment me down below. I'll surely help you out. Okay, so if you like my video, do hit the like button and also subscribe to my channel if you are new here. Do not forget to click the bell icon as well to get the notification. I'll be there with another new video here. Till then, stay safe and stay connected. Thank you.